You wake up before sunrise with that weight on your chest, like a hand slowly squeezing, as if every breath has to ask permission to happen. The clock on the nightstand blinks a number you didn't want to see, late into the night. And the house's silence isn't peaceful. It's the kind of silence where your thoughts are too loud. Your back aches from the mattress, your legs keep twitching, your heart thuds in your chest like it's warning you about some invisible danger. Your mouth is dry, your head heavy, your stomach a bit unsettled, even though you haven't eaten anything unusual. You close your eyes and try to remember all the tips you've heard. Breathing, calming music, teas people promised would relax you, advice from neighbors, relatives, videos swearing they hold the secret. You've tried a lot of things, and for a few days it even gets better, but anxiety always comes back like an uninvited guest who never calls ahead. Today, I want to talk to you like someone who knows this path from the inside and offer you something truly simple. 3 anti-anxiety foods that fit into your routine and your budget, and that, if you stick with them, can turn down the volume of that internal alarm, improve your sleep, boost your energy, and maybe even give you the courage to return to small pleasures. We're going to build a daily ritual designed for older people, one that respects the mature body, slower digestion, and the needs of bones, muscles, and brain. And it works because it doesn't rely on miracles or vague promises. It depends on small, repeated choices that add up and make a real difference. Before we dive in, hold my hand for a moment and pay attention to your body right now. Notice your breathing. Feel the air going in and out through your nose. Check the temperature of your hands. Notice your shoulders and let them drop a little. As you follow along, I'll show you how to use a container of yogurt, a bowl of oats, and a cup of chamomile tea to shift the balance throughout your day. And I'll explain the why behind it so you understand what you're doing and don't have to rely on luck. Let's keep going together. I want you to think of breakfast as a message you send to your nervous system. When you wake up and flood your blood with fast sugar, like white bread with jam and a glass of sweet juice, your body spikes and crashes like a roller coaster. That glucose roller coaster often comes with more irritability, mild trembling, brain fog, and a sense of urgency you might mistake for anxiety. Whole oats, either cooked or soaked overnight, are the first anti-anxiety food in our trio. They release energy slowly, keep your blood sugar more stable, and in turn, send the signal of calm to your brain. There's solid science behind this. Complex carbohydrates are digested more slowly and help maintain steadier blood sugar levels, which supports feelings of calm throughout the morning. Plus, the soluble fiber in oats feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and a healthier gut communicates better with your brain, influencing mood and stress response. It's a two-way connection that science is exploring more and more. If you wear dentures or have trouble chewing, soak the oats in filtered water overnight. In the morning, cook them for just a few minutes with water or milk you tolerate, plant-based or dairy. Once the mixture is creamy, turn off the heat, and a pinch of cinnamon, which helps reduce sugar cravings, and small pieces of apple or ripe banana for natural sweetness. If you like, a small handful of chopped nuts adds texture and provides fats to help you feel full. The idea is to fill your bowl with food that talks to your system, not yells at it. Start with half a cup of raw oats per day and notice how you feel after a week. If your blood sugar tends to spike, talk to your doctor and monitor it. But for many people, this simple change already transforms their mornings. Now I want to take you to mid-afternoon, that tricky time when energy drops, your head feels heavy, and anxiety reminds you it's still around. That's where our second food comes in. Plain yogurt with live cultures. I'm not talking about dessert disguised as yogurt. I mean the plain, unsweetened kind that contains live, active bacteria. The gut is often called a second brain because of the network of nerves running through it and its production of chemicals that affect mood. Recent studies have been looking into probiotics and suggest they may help improve mood and reduce stress and anxiety, even though they don't replace therapy, medication when needed, or professional care. The point is, this is a safe and often helpful strategy, especially when it's part of a broader self-care routine.
To choose wisely, flip the label and look for live and active cultures. Go for versions without added sugar. If the tartness bothers you, mix in 2 tablespoons of mashed fruit, strawberry, peach, banana, or a teaspoon of honey if your doctor says it's okay. If you're lactose intolerant, try lactose-free versions or strained yogurts, which usually go down easier. 2 or 3 tablespoons is a good starting point if you're not used to it. Gradually, you can work up to half a cup or a full cup daily. Your body will tell you what works. And if you're on medication that requires dietary restrictions, double-check compatibility. Yogurt isn't just good for your gut. It supports bones with calcium and protein, helps with fullness, and when paired with fiber, like from oats, it becomes a powerful duo that communicates with your mood through the gut-brain axis. The science on how food affects the mind is advancing, and while results are still mixed, the emerging consensus is that feeding your microbiome with fermented foods is a smart, beneficial choice. Before I go on, I want to ask you an honest question. Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation with friends, everyone laughing and having fun, and suddenly you feel that tightness in your chest, like you can't breathe properly? Then you fake a smile, try to act normal, but inside you're screaming to get out. I know a lot of people watching have been through this, and I want you to know you're not alone. Type in the comments, "I've been through this," if you've ever felt that way. You don't need to explain anything, just those 5 words, because when you share that, you help someone else going through the same thing feel a little less alone. Sometimes we think it's only happening to us, but it's not. Your courage to comment might be exactly what someone needs to see today to realize they're not crazy, not weak, they're just human. Now let's focus on the end of your day, that time when your body wants to rest but your mind won't stop racing. The third food is a classic backed by science: chamomile. A chamomile extract has been tested in people with anxiety disorder and showed a reduction in mild to severe symptoms over time, with good tolerance. Properly prepared chamomile tea can become a ritual signal to your body that it's time to wind down. It's not a heavy sedative, it's a gentle invitation. To make it, boil water, turn off the heat, add the herb and let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Strain and drink it warm, ideally an hour before bed with the lights dimmed and screens away from your eyes. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin or are allergic to plants in the chamomile family, check with your doctor first. The goal is safety and consistency. Maybe you're thinking you've heard of other things like fatty fish, seeds, and dark leafy greens. All of those are great, and the more often they show up on your plate, the better. There's even research looking into omega-3 fats and anxiety, with some promising signs, though it's not a standalone miracle cure. If you eat fish a few times a week, you're already on track. The focus here is building a simple daily trio that's easy to maintain. Oats start your morning with steady energy. Live culture yogurt calms the gut-brain axis in the afternoon. Chamomile closes your night in rest mode. These are 3 different entry points to the same goal, helping your body step out of constant alert mode. Now let's make this simple and fit into your day. You wake up, open the window, let sunlight hit your face for a few minutes. That helps regulate your internal clock. While the water heats up, roll your shoulders, stretch your calves. Take 3 deep breaths. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 6 seconds out. Put the oats in a pot with water or milk, stir until creamy. Turn off the heat, add cinnamon and diced apple. Eat slowly, noticing the soft texture and warm temperature that soothe your stomach. If you want, pair it with a scrambled egg made with a little oil to stay full longer. In the mid-afternoon, when energy dips, skip the coffee and reach for the yogurt. Put it in the small bowl. Mix in a spoonful of leftover oatmeal from breakfast or a sprinkle of ground flaxseed if your doctor approves. The goal is to build a bridge of steady energy into the evening. At night, dim the lights, close the curtains, and make your chamomile tea. While the herb steeps in hot water, write down 3 small things you're grateful for today. It could be the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, a kind message, a long shower. Sip the tea slowly, noticing the warm steam on your face and the gentle warmth going down your throat. If a stubborn thought pops up, thank your mind for noticing and bring your attention back to the cup in your hands. Repeat this ritual for 7 days and watch for simple changes. Waking up with less pressure on your chest, less urgency to check your phone, fewer cravings for sugary snacks in the afternoon, falling asleep a little easier. If you're taking medication for anxiety or depression, please keep taking it as prescribed. Food is a helper, not a replacement. If anything in your body reacts strangely, stop and talk to a professional. There's a question many older adults ask me. What if I have diabetes? Can I eat oats and yogurt? Yes, as long as they're adjusted to your plan, with moderate portions and sugar-free versions, because both the fiber in oats and the protein in yogurt help prevent blood sugar spikes. Another common question: Can I drink chamomile if I take a lot of medications? In general, yes, but check with your doctor due to possible interactions, especially with blood thinners. Safety always comes first. There's one more important thing. We don't just eat nutrients, we eat stories, memories, and emotions. If you grew up having porridge in the evening, maybe it's easier to have oats at night and yogurt in the morning. If chamomile reminds you of your mother's care, make it your nightly hug. What makes a difference isn't the perfect food. It's the habit you can keep without effort. To help you remember, put a note on your kitchen cabinet with 3 words: morning oats, afternoon yogurt, night chamomile. If you miss a day, don't blame yourself. Just start again the next day. You'll notice anxiety doesn't vanish like magic. It gradually gives up space. And you fill that space with gentle walks, better conversations, more motivation to tidy up, and more laughter you thought was gone for good. If you want to strengthen this even more, add short walks in the sunlight. They also help regulate mood, stay well hydrated, and cut back on caffeine after midday. These small adjustments, combined with the 3 foods, create fertile ground for your nervous system to leave alert mode and visit rest mode more often. And when you do reach that place of rest, your whole body thanks you, from your heart to your thoughts. There's solid science behind all of this. It shows complex carbs support emotional stability through steadier blood sugar. Probiotics can benefit anxiety in some people, and chamomile has promising results for anxiety symptoms, while always remembering that full care includes therapy, medication when needed, sleep routines, and social support. My goal here is to give you practical tools in a simple, respectful way that fits your life. If this made sense to you, subscribe to the channel. Here, you'll find more strategies like this, always with care and based on what actually works. Hit like if this helped you in any way and come with me on this journey. You don't have to face this alone.